in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words.
Do. Hello everyone, hang on, just sending my vacuum cleaner away.
I'll follow
Turn the
only
vacuum cleaner off, turn my phone off, and turn on Do Not Disturb, because I do not wish to be disturbed.
Golden, I'll follow only
Kitty cats.
golden.
Hello everyone. Right, 1 second. Is that working? Hello. Hi. Hello everybody. Right, stuff isn't working here. I'm just assuming stuff is working. So drop me an F if it's working, and then we'll just work with that. I can't see anything. Thanks, Ellen. All right. I just figured out why people unsubscribe on my live streams. It's because they see this, and then yeah, I've just been mopping up my blood from the desk. I didn't realize it was my blood. It's actually quite nice when that happens, because then at least you don't get the associated pain. But yeah, new sweater. What do you think? You like the jumper? Isn't it cool? I like it. Look. We've got a ginger one. Anyway, yeah. So it comes with, I need everybody. Hang on a second. I need to see what I'm doing. I can't stream like this. Hang on. I'm in the flipping Streamline's desktop shop. There we go. Like, why do you... What? Piece of software designed for streaming, and then like you start a scheduled stream, and the first thing you see is their stream store. Like for buying like cute things to put on the screen. I don't need cute things to put on the screen. Right, what I need you all to know, right? Pulling off these labels off clothes, I need you to listen to them. We're going to do some inverse ASMR here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's not inverse.
Super chatted $10. Hi. Would love to collaborate on the ABA to add insight into personal experiences. For Black autistics, ABA is often what keeps them safe.
Drop me an email. Thank you. I guess you saw my post. By the way, thank you very much for super chat. That's very, very kind. You did not need to do that. That would be absolutely great. If you could, please drop me an email. I would love to hear from you. In fact, the Black autistics thing, my goodness me. Yeah, I mean, wow, what an interesting start. Because, yeah, it has happened, hasn't it? It has happened. America, what can I say? Oh, look, there's actually a bit of my blood on this. Hang on. Oh. Look. I think I'm making something up now. But no, really. Yeah, listen to these. Listen to these little tags, right? Isn't that horrible? Isn't that horrible? Isn't that? Could somebody answer me a question? Do neurotypicals just leave these things in their clothes? Why would you want this? Why would you want? Oh, sorry, Zebra. My magical autism blood. I probably shouldn't, should I? Yeah. Why would you have these things in your clothes? Like, why would you have them? Why would you have them? Just. I mean, look, I've always removed tags from my clothes. Always done it. Never thought that it was actually kind of a neurodivergent thing. I'm not saying it's diagnostic. I'm just saying, who doesn't? There are people out there that don't, that are happy to have these things against their skin. So you buy a really comfortable, really, really lovely top. Look, this is so soft. TJ, I saw your thing in Discord. We can chat about it later if you like. Sorry. Anyway, look, right? This is really soft. This is properly nice. This is really lovely. There's no tag on the back. It's like on the side, you know? Why would anyone do it? Why would you have these things? Why wouldn't you remove them? So anyway, I get out my knife. Oh, that sounds so nice, doesn't it? I'll do it again. Ready? Oh, isn't that nice? One more time. And I'm hacking away the tags and I just, bam. Leatherman's amazing. Hence the air tag on the end, because, you know, I lose it all the time. Doesn't help. I actually lost this for like a whole 2 months and I was really stressing about it. It was actually on a shelf in the garage. It was actually really easy to find. Nina found it in the end. Sorry, when I pause, sometimes I'm thinking, but sometimes I'm stopping myself from saying something that I can only get away with in the after party. I can't say it on YouTube. Anyway, yeah. And anyway, the air tag was dead. So yeah, really good for finding things. If you lose stuff all the time, get air tags. They're very, very good. Third-party ones available as well. Not sponsored. There are no sponsors. I turned down sponsorships. I turned down 2 sponsorships this week. I've never had a sponsorship. Oh, music. I've never had a sponsorship. BetterHelp wanted to work with me and I had to turn them down. I had to say no. That's quite funky. I don't know if that music is a sub or something. But anyway, yeah, I had to turn down BetterHelp because what the fuck? Band-Aids should sponsor you. Yeah, this is actually Elastoplast. Or other brands are available. We're just talking about brands. I'm just saying the BetterHelp. I'm just like, I sent them an email back, and I'm like, hey guys, I don't know what's setting the music off. I'm sorry, everyone. We could put something else on in the background to kind of like cover it over. By the way, the music on my last video on Sunday, the purpose of it is to actually cover up the noise floor. I know Quinn from Autistic talked about it before. But I was filming in a woodland that has waterfall in it. It's actually got waterfalls in it. And the water is quite noisy. In fact, it's the same woodland I was at when I was filming. I can't remember what video it was. I was filming a video and it was, what do autistic people want? I just said it like rhetorically as part of the video. Like, what do autistic people want? And a fucking steam train went past. Doo, doo, doo. And it's like, there is a God and he's autistic. Yeah, not being able to hear the music is fine too. Just saying, like, the purpose of it isn't actually for production value, it's actually to help me think. It's regulating. I can't do this thing without listening to the same song on repeat for 2 hours. That's the only way I can get through. That's what I just wonder if obviously, Spotify. I use Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon Music. Other brands are available, YouTube Music, etc. Hydra Rising is available on all of them. Just thought I'd mention it. Do stream it. I do earn a third of a US cent for every complete playthrough, which is quite amazing because it's up to a few dollars now. Because what you really need is you need autistic people listening to the same song over and over and over and over again. And I wonder why that's maybe why Taylor Swift is so popular. Your mug is satisfying shape. Thank you. There are mugs in merch store as well. It's just dirty. I mean, I use my hydrate merch during the day, so it's never available for the stream. But this is very satisfying. Oh, my chat here is frozen. I need a chat too. I need a chat too. I don't really want to say how much that music video actually cost me to produce. It was a lot. It was just the costs spiraled. It was just really bad. In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's. Oh my god! I obviously AI is a pain in the butt. Mike's in your DM via Instagram. Thank you very much. Please link your merch store. It's on the website. If you go to autisticafter40.com and click shop, you can hop onto the merch store. I do appreciate it. The merch is set so that on a mug, it does make me about $3 on a mug, which seems to be reasonable, kind of like quote unquote profit margin. I'm not exactly living up the capitalistic lifestyle here. We can talk about that too, if you like. Actually, the whole thing. Hey, Ashley, thank you very much. This is a very catty shirt. Guess what? I'm wearing another catty shirt underneath it. So there's like another. I think I can only do this on OnlyFans, but like it's look at my shirt underneath. Look, I'm stripping off on the internet. It's got to be worth a super chat or something. I'm just messing with you all. Let me read some comments. Eagle Rider, how was your trip? Was it fun? Double catty. It is double catty. The plush cat at the back is speaking to me. The plush cat at the back. It's in all of my videos. Plushie cat doesn't have a name, but it's the most amazing. It is the most amazing thing. I wish everyone in the chat right now could have a plushie cat like that. I wish everyone could. What I need is a sponsorship, and then everyone could have plushie cats. We do giveaways sometimes. It's been a while since we've done it on the main channel. Yeah, I shit you not. I have spent a lot of money doing stuff on this channel. Also, speaking of which, I know I'm being tardy with tea and tales. I apologies if anybody's actually said something and you're new, and I normally greet people, but I just want to. You'll have to say something again, basically. I'm not fishing. I just wanted to say I'm having a really stressy time at the minute. I'm just blah. I am on every second I'm awake, and I'm conscious of the burnout thing. I am. Don't worry about it. But yeah, but things are getting better because I'm really enjoying doing YouTube content, and I mean, I probably need to spend less time replying to trolls, but I genuinely have enjoyed that. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who's messaged me on Instagram and left me a whole load of DMs telling me that telepathy is real, and that I'm a beep 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 beep. I kind of only really respect it if the swear words are creative. If it's just like conventional R word stuff, doesn't mean much to me really. But the whole R word thing is interesting too, isn't it? Because like everyone's experience is different. I get that, and I know people go, "Oh, you're high functioning" and all this sort of shit, but they didn't see half the shit. They didn't. Everything is edited on YouTube. My God, like if an autistic person has special interest in making videos, and then they make a nice looking video, I genuinely do. I think I'm getting better at this, and then people think, "Oh wow, you must be amazing," and it's like, well, yeah, but that took me 2 days. That was a massive project. Sorry for venting, everybody. I tried to make it funny. What was that ghostly light floating down just before he showed his mug? That's the level 4 autism boss, Jansen. That's the level 4 autism boss. Shakespearean insults. I would appreciate a funny insult. I would genuinely. I'm British. we do. That's all banter is in Britain, is insults. Mike, I'll be angry at you if you burn yourself out replying to trolls and can't do YouTube. Yeah, you know something, actually, genuine point here. This is my notepad. I can't easily show you stuff on here. Here's a page called How I'll Be Dealing with Haters on YouTube. What do you think? This is I'm autistic. So I also have handwriting that feels good to write, but then I can't read it back. So some of these words I can't read. I don't even know what I did. Oh, that's right. The red bit on the bottom is that previously I would reply to everyone. Because look, listen, you can't tell tone, can you? It's just words on a screen, so you can't really tell what's going on, and you don't know if it's genuine or if it's actually somebody bullshitting, you know. So I generally reply to most people, as many people as I possibly can. Oh, there is a store button on the website. Let me show it to you. I probably need to promote the merch store a bit more, to be honest. But hang on, autisticafter40.com. And then, it says become an autistic cat. Sorry, I thought that was the shop. Oh, you're right. Mental health crisis helpline. Yep. I need to put that one on speed dial. No, I don't. I'm okay. I'm having the time of my life. I'm all right. Minecraft server, book club, pets. Yeah, you're 100% right. It's on Spreadshirt, autistic. If you click my name, my channel name, and head over to YouTube and go to youtube.com/autistic_AF, you will see the links there. There's one to the merch store. Or on any of my YouTube videos, in the very bottom, there's like a card, little carousel, and the mug is on there. Make sure when you buy the mug, by the way, there's like a left and there's like a left and a right-handed version. So like you can get the different versions. And I've got one merch mug up there too. I have a spare one in a box on a shelf, so we could probably do a giveaway for that if you want. So yeah, anyway, I'll get on to reading all the messages in a second. But what I'm trying to say is, it's made me think about valid criticism and what criticism is, right? So being on YouTube, you do have to have a pretty thick skin. And I have previously taken the view, I don't really like censorship. I don't actually like censorship very much. I like the idea that people can have, obviously there's consequences, but like people can actually kind of explain themselves. And also it kind of helps to avoid the worst parts of audience capture or like being in an echo chamber. Okay. So I'm very open in that respect. But yeah, I've got the left-handed version, even though I didn't mean to, just thought I mentioned, I'm sorry. So anyway, so I'm kind of setting a bit of a boundary here because my time is super precious to me right now because I don't actually have any of it. Stuff is, I ran into some very interesting, I'm not going to go into detail, but I ran into some very interesting financial problems today that wouldn't have happened had I done the online banking when I was supposed to have done it, instead of trying to plan how I'm going to deal with YouTube trolls. And that meant that I had to spend a few hours today fixing problems that I'd created for myself by thinking about how I'm going to deal with trolls. So that's why it's kind of on my mind at the moment. In that respect, there are consequences. And, you know, obviously I'm trying to reply to people, but, you know, criticism has to be accurate, it has to be actionable, and it has to be advice. It has to come from a good place. And most of the stuff I've been replying to isn't actually any of those things. And I don't know, maybe, I mean, if you look at my telepathy, well, it's not really, you know, I have been criticized, and I think it's fair. I think it's a fair criticism that I didn't spend $10 on the telepathy tapes paywall. I feel ethically like I can't do that. Okay. If somebody does it for me, I'll happily review the videos. But I found another YouTuber that actually reacted to some content from the telepathy tapes paywall, and I've responded to that on my Patreon. If you're a Patreon member, you can go and view it. But yeah, it kind of has to stop, right? I can't just respond to people. I also don't want trolls clogging up the system for everybody either. And not everyone is a troll. There's also people that do the whole kind of like, oh, you're one of those self-identification people. Is there lag? I'm so sorry. Mike agreed, on the other hand, if you want to talk trash, you can shout out from the street, your own channel, not my living room comment section. Yeah! Soup. Yes. Soup. Oh, I'm doing great, Gemma. I hope you are too. And what I'm trying to say is, if you guys want an example of what I'm talking about and you're new here and we haven't spoken before, if you have a little look at my video on anti-intellectualism, and by the way, I'm actually not gunning for telepathy. I'm actually not doing that. I don't believe in it, but I'm open to evidence. But my point is John Campbell, Dr. John Campbell, a former nurse educator, he's kind of gone off the rails a little bit after COVID. I really enjoyed his content during COVID. It really helped me understand what was going on. He was explaining things beautifully. He's a healthcare educator. I mean, obviously it's ideal for that. In fact, his PhD thesis was on using videos to educate and train nurse practitioners. So great. I mean, the guy's got tons of videos on that stuff. But then he went a bit cuckoo. Less said about that, the better right now, I think. The point is I made some content about it because he started talking about autism and it was very, very fresh. And yes, it is political. It is all kind of the stuff that's happening in America right now. And, the truth will come out as to why there's all these autistic people everywhere. I mean, would that be such a bad thing? Anyway, so yeah, essentially what I suppose I'm trying to say is I thought, should I make a video about it? And it's like, no, I'm not gonna make a video about it. But, I'm sort of changing my approach a little bit now. So that's happening. Okay. A little bit of housekeeping. That's happening. And it's purely a function of time because I kind of want to be understood, if that makes sense. And I hate, not being understood, but, I think from a philosophical perspective, a lot of people say, hey, you're not thinking about the autistic people who have got higher support needs. And every single one of my last 20 or so videos has a decent sized section in it about people with higher support needs. In fact, I've used an example. My family work with people with high support needs, autistic people and people with learning difficulties, so-called profound autism, which isn't autism at all. Profound autism is about intellectual disability. But whatever. I should close my book now because it's putting me off. Got a nice wolf on the front. Anyway, so, we existed because we're not all asexual and it's a genetic neurotype 1 mystery. Yeah, it's predominantly heritable. My country's lecture at America's Exhibit A, Francis. Yeah, I don't know that it's actually really America sort of thing, really. I mean, it is, obviously. I'm not arguing. How the hell could I argue that it wouldn't be? That'd be a really difficult one. It's everywhere. I haven't used social media for over a year. And very, very, very rarely will I pop back on it and sit, sort of lift my head up and look. And I just don't respond anymore. I used to spend a great deal of time arguing with people about renewable energies and the grid in the UK, the way our national grid works. I can tell you all about it if you want. But public infrastructure, I don't know, is a bit of a special interest. And is that so bad? I mean, should we even call it special interest? I do use terms like stimming, which sounds like masturbation. Actually, stimming sounds like really good masturbation. And special interests, it's like, well, fuck you and your special interests, It's like, get fucked. It's like, look at little Sally. Oh no, it won't be Sally, will it? Little Timmy. Look at little Timmy. No offense to names. I am gendering it because obviously it's a little boy. But look at Timmy. And look at that. He's cute, isn't it? Look, he's really interested. He's really interested in dinosaurs and stuff. Belle, this is really interesting. I enjoyed. I'm so sorry, Belle. You might want to rewind a little bit. I guess. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is why I tend not to talk in public groups very much. This is why I tend to stay quiet. Welcome. Who's new, by the way? Is anybody new here and hasn't been intimidated into leaving? And it is true, by the way, people do unsub on streams. It actually hasn't been entirely true the last few streams. Last few streams have not had negative subscriber counts. But generally speaking, you know, pick one at random and it's got minus subscribers on YouTube live streams. Sorry for what I'm enjoying it. Okay. Several new people. Where are the new people? Where are the new people? GCat! Welcome! It's just quite funny you got the word cat in it. Tracy Clanko show. Oh, welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's really very kind. Very kind. New to the streams and intimidated. Oh, Belle, I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't join in on my silly stimming comment. I don't mean to be... I don't mean to have upset anyone. This is what happens when I don't plan something. Because normally there is a plan. Like there's a plan. Everything has a plan. And sometimes there's no plan. The Shape of Soup, this is your first stream today. Hey, welcome, Soup. How's it going? You seem new. I'm as new as moldy cheese. So what that, like, day zero then? I'm as new as moldy blue cheese. Novel and Shelby, welcome. I'm pretty sure I've seen your name before. Belle, I literally joined on the stimming NSFW language commentary. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's awful. Please, could people just let Belle know that that's not normal? Anne-Marie, Belle, I was supposed to, but everyone here is lovely and kind, welcome. Yeah, it's not normal. That's not typical for this stream. It just, yeah. It is actually pretty SFW, actually. Yeah, it is. And in fact, people who actually do watch it work, so apologies for those. I think I'm on the ignore list today. Yannicka, hello, welcome. Oh, I'm new. You're not new. Yannicka was one of the very first people ever to be on one of my live streams. It's getting a bit serious now, by the way. It's getting a bit serious. I think it's sort of starting to feel a little bit weird because obviously the Wendy stuff was really, really funny. Wendy, you know, it's over a year ago now. And then other people, sort of local, start to find you, and then, you know, an old school friend. Literally, I've just been telling stories about the Misfits group of friends that I made towards the end of my schooling, and one of them joins my live streams, and it's kind of fun, right? It is fun. Oh, welcome. The stimming thing was an interesting perspective. Well, not bad. Just mentioning associated to be subject isn't what determines if something is worth pointing out. Happy birthday, Ricketts, 65, who isn't 65, he's actually 60. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Dave Pizarro. Welcome. GNU. I remember watching the 10,000 subs live, Mike. It was amazing. Yeah. So things have been a little bit weird anyway for the last sort of, I don't know, the last few months, especially on the live streams. They've not really been particularly structured or planned. And that's broadly been because a combination of life and stuff just, you know, getting in the way. You stripped last time too. Yeah, the 10,000 subs live was actually really, really cool. That was... Jen Bloom, I'm a newbie. I think you're my people. Welcome, Jen. What are you into? What do you like? What's Jen all about? I was original gangster. Across the chat was usually a dozen people. TJ's old as well. TJ's old there too. Yeah. TJ and Rosetta, Eagle Rider are interesting. Yeah. You see, I used to stream to basically nobody. When I say basically nobody, I mean in terms of numbers. In fact, the first streams had literally no one on them. And that was great because it means you can kind of practice. It's fine, we love mildly structured chaos. Yeah, including blood. In fact, this isn't the first time I've bled on a stream. I mean, I don't know if any of you remember the time Nina, when was this? Must be nearly a year ago now. 3 really horrible things happened on a stream. Oh, that's right. Maisie ended up with something stuck in her throat, which was completely unusual. It was a twig, and it was stuck sideways like a cartoon character in her throat. And they needed help to get her out, so Nina would do it. You know. Okay, that was one thing that happened. Nina ended up slicing her fingers open on something. and something else happened. There were like 3 things happened. It was like witchcraft. Oh, those people are so great. I'm not sure my autism would take it if it's not got a niche. Music, absurdity. Well, you have both of those things here. I can. The bloodletting of Halloween. There was another bloodletting at Halloween as well. Although Halloween involved pumpkins, blood, and a blue puzzle piece curse. Following Halloween's bloodletting live stream ceremony, Autism Speaks closed down in Canada. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Did you notice that autism following my my accident with a sharp knife on pumpkin time? It was another one of those look at my blood on the live stream thing. Autism Speaks closed down, and there was a blue pumpkin there. My blood on the blue pumpkin. I genuinely think it's worth it. I mean, I did make myself out. Yes, indeed. And I'm just saying. I mean, entomology is very, very, very big here. Crafting is very, very big here. And I don't know what the other thing is. Welcome, Nikki. I have seen you before, though. And that's that. No, I'm not saying like you've had your time. It's not my point. It's not what I'm saying. This after today, is there some kind of blood ritual that shuts down Autism Speaks chapters when conducted as part of Samhain? Oh, Samhain, yes. Samhain and the other one in 6 months. The other one. In England, there's there's loads of stuff in England, but there's a place, there's an ancient farm in Surrey, I think it is. They've got roundhouses. And we used to go there as we had an astronomy group. We would just meet up and observe the stars. And it was a really lovely group, actually. I forgot why I was mentioning it. Oh yeah, like there were people doing Samhain things. I don't know. All hail the correlation fallacy, says B. No, B. No. I know, you're not taking this away from me. We shall do it again. We shall do it again. We shall do it again. And we shall prove. We have a hypothesis now. Let's go for Autism Speaks United States. And, I mean, I'm vegan, so the only thing I could sacrifice would be myself, but I don't think that's a problem. All we need to do is arrange a craft stream with sharp objects. AI and Autumn Speaks is terrible. AI is terrible. So some things about AI are really good, if scary. GitHub Copilot is now pretty good. I'm not going to say fantastic. That's mostly using. You can use different models with it, but Gemini is the main one. The interesting thing is it's very Autism Speaks heavy. It's consumed a lot of Autism Speaks content, and it seems it's authoritative. So if you talk to AI about stuff, it sounds like you're talking to an Autism Speaks rep or someone that's been on their training courses. If you ask it to design you a YouTube thumbnail, for example, it'll be covered in colourful puzzle pieces, like, you know. TJ says, people who confuse entomology and etymology bug me in ways I can't put into words. That was good. That was good. Goblin Tools. Yeah, shout out to Goblin Tools. Pretty good service there. Definitely. Juju, T Ferry coming home. I think it's T Ferry coming home. I asked her if she could swing by McDonald's and grab me a McPlant on the way back. It's possible she hasn't. But if that has happened, then we're going to be taking a 2-minute ad break while I eat it very quickly. Novel and Shelby. Sorry, my ADHD is on high right now. Welcome. The barking dog is Maisie. Maisie's a good companion, by the way. I've been putting her. I've been sending her out to care for my father, as my mum is still in hospital, and she's great at that. Actually, she has Maisie understands the assignment, and she is perfect. She's a really good dog for lending out. I think you guys have got something different. My ADHD makes me disabled. Autism is traumatized. Makes it so confusing. Yeah, I get that, Isabella. I understand. I get it. I get it. This is why where I was more concerned about my autism assessment than a possible ADHD one, because I feel like autism is, what form of words can I use to describe this? The elephant in the room, I guess, rather than the companion. Can be that Maisie to us now, Mike. Well, I mean, is anybody going through an existential crisis? Then you can definitely borrow Maisie. She can soothe an existential crisis. She is good. But I would say this, genuinely, and dog barking is one of my absolute fucking hates. It drives me nuts. Like, not dog barking, like if you're with a dog and it barks, it's like, you know, I'm not acting, you know, I'm not, you know, because I get accused sometimes of being like, insert weird kind of feminine-esque insult here as to my character. But it's not about that. It's the unexpected barks. So if I'm working and I'm listening to music and I'm typing away and I'm reading stuff and I'm preparing for a YouTube video and I've got some cool ideas and I'm noting them down, and then the dogs kick off, it throws me out of it, and sometimes I just can't get back into it. And it's not like I'm doing look what you did, look what you made me do type of thing. That's not the game here, because there's no human being. I'm not playing a psychological game with anyone. It's literally just me. And I'm fully incentivized to get back to work. I'm fully incentivized to just carry on doing the thing, not only that I enjoy, but also that I work on. You know, so it's not that. It's just cat cafes in Japan. They have cat cafes in England too. Never even been to one. I was told recently you're not autistic unless you have a formal diagnosis, period. Who said that? Who said that, Jansen? I just need the address. We missed the first half-hour break. I'm going to continue. We do a couple of minutes every half hour. Actually, by the way, it started off because it was a suggestion from someone that they felt like they were missing out. And I get that. I'm very honoured that they would put it like that. To be honest, it's not something I would feel, but maybe I would. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm here, so. And then it came to the fact that I need to run ads. Sorry, everyone. But I can run them when everyone's having a break. So you can basically take 2 minutes, go to the loo, you know, treat yourself, have a poo, wash your hands, open the window, feed the cat, and you can, you know what I mean? And it's like you can do all of that in 2 minutes if you're reasonably efficient and you're eating sufficient fibrous foods. You could get that done in a decent amount of time. Or you could just bring a phone with you into the bathroom, but that I don't really want to hear about it. Keep that to yourself. Johnson, you need to tell me who this person is who said that to you. Yeah, I have actually had the same, especially early on when I started to test little disclosure and with a few, very, very few people. And one of them was adamant, and we ended up having this back and forth conversation for about, I don't know, half an hour, and it would always terminate in the, you think you're autistic, you're not actually autistic, etc., etc. That was before any YouTube channel, right? Not much before, but it was earlier in the year. Sorry, it's a thermostatic valve vibrating over there. It's stimming. You guys probably didn't hear it because of the way I've configured the noise gate. No, National Council on Severe Autism told me this, Mike, and Eileen Lamb is on their team too. Are you serious? That actually didn't sound like a joke. Are you serious? I don't know. I haven't tried reaching out to Eileen Lamb. I'm not inclined to. I'm not sort of trying to cast myself as the guy that unites the tribes or whatever. The autistic Jesus of YouTube. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? But it's like, I feel like I've had unfinished business with Eileen Lamb, and we do need to have a conversation when she's not feeding screws to her kids or whatever, allegedly. It would be good to have that, you know, an actual conversation just about, she herself is autistic, FYI. And it would be good to have an honest conversation. I would love to talk to her as an ex-charity director to a current charity director. I'd like to ask her some charity director questions. I'd like to ask her some questions about governance. I would like to ask her why their organization only spends like less than 1% on their, you know, if this is a dollar, but hang on. If this is a £20 note, okay, right? Now, oh, there we go. Yeah, £20 note, okay, right? Now, if this is a donation to Autism Speaks, the amount that they spend on family services, it's knife time. Maybe we get the ritual now. It's like this much. It's like that much. That's how much Autism Speaks spends on family services. That much. Oh my god, that was a stupid. It's not real money. It's fake money. It's a prop. I don't want people feeling like that's what I'm doing with super chats. I was trying to burn a corner, but it doesn't work like that. Yeah, it carries on. It wasn't smart. It was impulseful. What are you doing, Mike? I'm a grown-up. I can put the air filter on. If you're going to donate money to Autism Speaks, you may as well burn it. You should burn it. You will get a moment of light and warmth. I put the air purifier on now because it's not fun in here right now. We should probably do the 2-minute break, and I'll just open the window for a couple of minutes. But this is, look, it's fake money. I just need you to know it's fake money. See, it's a specimen for Francie. It's not real. It's actually too big for a £20 note. It's not one of those like religious things where you leave money and it's like turn to Jesus on the back. No. It's just for camera work. Wow. I do have dollars as well. I've got some £20 notes and some dollars. Ugh. I'm not a rebel. I'm just 1 in 36. That's quite a big team, if you ask me. And that's just the ones that know that they're playing. The other, there's a fuckload of swing voters as well. Oh, I'm shitting myself. Somebody left a comment today. I have spent quite a lot of time on my conversation the last couple of days. I really shouldn't, actually. I really shouldn't. But like, I should just post and ghost. But like, honest to God. So someone was like, feels like society's becoming all autistic right now. And I'm like, damn, I was like, you've got our plan. It's the vaccinations. Yeah. Oh, oh. My cats demand food, I will provide. Good. Or they'll start licking you furiously until you bleed. Oh. That is actually another good pun, by the way, TJ. I'm not going to read it out because I can't say the word beginning with M. Especially just now. Yeah. Just wanted to try and buy a colouring cartridge with black and white printed notes. You could try, but it would need to be filmed. You could try. You could try. I'd be like, I've run out of colour. They figured us out. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, mass vaccination program. I don't know. Part of me feels like I shouldn't be so irresponsible to make the jokes. And who says I'm joking? I mean, the autism in there. If you can put microchips into, actually, I should stop because YouTube is going to kill this stream. YouTube is going to end it. Does anyone else have a one-eyed cat? No, I've got a blind one. No, sorry, deaf one. Why did I say blind? What am I doing? No, Judy Bell. I don't. They might want to scratch, right? You spend time and money on research where they should use money on how they could help now. Yeah, absolutely. And also, yeah. There's a lot of focus on autistic children, which makes sense. There absolutely should be, but there should also be a focus on autistic adults, particularly young ones. Also aging ones, but, you know, there is a bit of a transition cutoff when it comes to services. The third sector as well is particularly bad at it, where they'll have things like, they'll have programs for autistic children and autistic teenagers, and then you're 18 and then nothing. That's not an issue, as it were, like a personal one for me. It's just one I've noticed, and oh my God, that definitely makes people angry. Also, by the way, if these issues are resolved, then a lot of autism mums would be a lot less stressed and angry. It's true, right? I mean, you know, part of the reason for their attitude and outlook on life is because of how frustrating it is to deal with services and lack of them, you know. So they get help, and then, you know, the rest of us don't end up getting hundreds of comments about how you're high functioning and their kid's low functioning and their kid's non-verbal. Non-verbal is a bit of... I've used the term before, just because that's what people use. But non-verbal sort of indicates that somebody's like fucking super thick, like they've got no language at all, which is a horrible thing to do. It's awful. But even the low IQ thing is bonkers as well, because, you know, I won't go into it because I can't, just some stories are not repeatable. But how do you think you administer an IQ test to somebody with, you know, severe intellectual disabilities? It's like, what are you doing? There's no adaptations and support in order to do them because it's a standardized test. It's not like, and there should be support to do them. And people just assume to be stupid, and it is very annoying. I think something that's really bothered me, particularly with how I've, you know, since I've been on YouTube, is occasionally I hear stories, and they're really quite awful stories. There are stories I get from non-speaking people via, you know, personal email, and I'll have a read of them, and it'd be like, oh my God, I'm just burst out in tears. Because a lot of them are like asking me for help, and it's like, what the fuck can I do? I'm a man on the internet making YouTube videos, initially as a hobby and now kind of as a job, for want of a better word, occupation. And it's like, holy shit. And I'm like, oh my God. And I did give some advice to one particular person who is in a school, and he's got no hopes because no one's training him. They're not teaching him anything. Just sitting in a corner reading children's books because that's all they've got. And it's like, holy shit. Yeah, sorry everyone. I'm not trying to be a downer, but like, you know, it's kind of nuts, right? To kind of. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my volumes. So, oh, you have scratchy sound. Maybe you want to refresh the stream. We'll be pausing in a few minutes. Hey, Juju. Yeah, we're pausing in a few minutes. Not really pausing, but you know what I mean. I'm hoping that the tea fairy is going to walk through that door with a burger in her hands. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of... Yeah, please. The sound should be okay. I'm just checking it. It seems all right, not without me like using cell phone and listening. Am I behind in the chat? I'm behind in the chat. Hang on. Refresh chat. Oh, sorry. Okay. The plant may become the new Tuesday food. It can't toffle. That would be irresponsibly expensive. But they are nice. The plant's amazing. Do try. Not sponsored. Blah 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 blah. No reason for saying it. Just I like them. You might like them too. That's it. How's that? What's the sound like now? What's the sound like now? Can you tell me what it sounds like? Does the sound good or not good? Music is too, of course it's too loud because I've ramped it up. Right, I can pull it down now. Good. All right, cool. Thank you. Right, what I need you to do, if you're having issues with the sound, is refresh the stream. In other words, leave and come back, or you shouldn't need to close your app. You just depends what you're watching on, right? If it's a web browser, you can just refresh it. Boom, done. Half a second, no problem. Cool. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Janica. Thanks, Mark. Good to see you, Mark. By the way, reminds me, we need to get back into Minecraft. I've been meaning to like show off the creative server and do a build myself at some point. It'd be good. Right, excellent. No experience with your streams before, okay? I've got. The only thing that's different, right, is that I'm running the air purifier on max, and I don't think that's going to cause an issue. I don't even think you're going to hear it. I've just turned it down. I don't think it is. Hey, Zephyr, how's it going? Thank you very much. Yeah, Nina got it for me. I've wounded myself cutting the tags off. These things. Literally just before the stream, I'm like, they're horrible, aren't they? They're really horrible. They're really, really horrible. I mean, wash with like colors, hand wash at ambient temperature, do not bleach, flat drying, low iron if needed, do not wring or twist, dry cleanable, all one word, in gentle cycle. All right. Made in China isn't everything these days. Indeed, it is mostly polyester with some elastane in it. It works. I don't know what to tell you. But the jumper's like it's quite nice, like to wear. But this, why do some people leave? I didn't realize, by the way, until the whole autism thing entered my world, I had no idea that people didn't cut these off. I thought everyone cut them off. I thought these were like a thing you removed, just like you remove a coat hanger. But apparently people don't. Apparently people walk around with these in their clothes. I had no idea. And I've asked people and they're like, yeah. I'm like, I cut them out. It's like, it's weird. Really strange. It's strange. People are strange. I thought they bothered everyone too. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm like, I'm not being autistic about it. I've only just realized that this is an autism thing. Like, it's associated with sensory issues. Okay. Do you not remove them? Really? All tags? Yeah, of course they do. So many holes I've created trying to rip my... Yeah, it's true. Jeannie, quite a few of my t-shirts have got holes, like, because the tags are on the side, like the seam. That's where they're attached and they're on the side. And obviously I remove them, but then that does then create a hole in the side. So I've got quite a few t-shirts with like growing holes in the side. And eventually it'll be like a new armhole for my mutating autism starseed powers. I don't know where that came from. It's just, I don't know, it's just this idea that autistic kids are only useful if they're supernatural. I don't know, it really, it does annoy me a little bit. It annoys me on a few levels. Bed sheets have tags in one corner. I hate folding them to make sure I don't touch the tags. Yes, I know what you mean. And I actually leave the tag on bed sheets because then I know which corner it goes on. It's like shorthand. That's why I try to buy shirts that are printed on tags. I've noticed that is becoming a thing. And that is pretty good. It's when you become an octopus. It's when I get extra autism and it changes my physical. My bones will start cracking. Like I'll end up going through some sort of becoming ultimate autism. I attract all the autism to myself. I will become I don't know, a Reddit moderator or something. I don't know where that came from. It's not even related. It's just me being silly. Tags are almost tolerable if your clothing is worn inside out. Yeah. I don't really... Okay, well here's one. Here's another one, right? Here's another one. Okay, I'm not sure about ladies' garments, but gents' garments are very much like this. So if you buy underwear, or pants, as we say in the... We don't say it like that. We just... In the UK, you have these sorts of labels, the same kind of label, you know, attached to like your underwear, right? Obviously you remove that because you don't want one of these up your ass. So everybody removes them, right? Right? Everyone's checking now, aren't you? Yes, you are. It's one of those things where it makes me go, I'm the sane one here. Some things happen, especially vis-a-vis this whole neurodivergent kind of conversation, and you go, actually, I'm the sane one here. We're the sane ones. Let's not... Why are you pathologizing me, you fucking underpant wearing, tag wearing, neurotypical person? Why would you wear... What? Of course you remove them. Of course you do. You don't want that down there. I mean, it's only like the crook of your back sort of thing, you know. But like, why would you want that? Rip them out. When the tags are soft, but the stitches are bad. Yeah, soft tags as well. You do get. I've got some clothes with soft tags. They have to come out too. It's like, don't come here with your soft tags. Remove them. Don't even make them soft. Don't go to the extravagance of making beautifully soft tags. No. Just put these horrible ones in there, but make them like rip off. Make them like perforated so you can just remove them in one without needing sharp implements. Commando, problem solved, new problems gained. If you don't have a tag, how do you know you're not it? No tags on skivvies in the US. Oh, right, okay. Nice. British stuff has tags in. US, yeah, okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, lots of stuff. Socks don't have tags. Socks don't have tags. I've never seen tags with socks ever. Any type of socks. Socks do not come with tags. Why not? What's going on? argue about it while we have a 2-minute break. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Grab a cup of tea. Stretch your legs. Stim while no one's looking.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Sorry, 1 second. Belle, you've just arrived here and you're dropping tags in autistic people's clothes? In autism shirts? That's awful. Ah, shudder. That's like, that's a whole, that's something, that's let's just maybe end the ad break 5 minutes early. It was 5 minutes, 5 seconds early. Oh, that's time for me, unfortunately. Who was the lovely person that left the super chat earlier? If you're still on the stream, by the way, I did not get an email. It could be my end. It could easily be mine, but I don't think it is. Just checking my junk folders. I do get a lot of emails, but there's nothing like autistic in the last hour or so. So please send again. Assuming you haven't sent it yet. We have sent it yet. Let me know, please. I do. For those that don't know, I made a community post. I'm going to obviously make content on ABA and. Oh, they sent me. Oh, was it? Oh, I don't like Instagram. Thank you, Hi Chinooka. You're hired. Oh, they did. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much. Hi Chinooka, thank you so much for making that happen. Because otherwise that would have just sat in the Instagram DMs and just sort of just rotted over there. I promise you, I'm not asking for ABA practitioners to contact me purely to waste their time. I promise you, that's not actually the plan here. And it's not actually sort of anti-ABA. I mean, look, I guess where I'm coming from my biases is that applied behavior analysis, obviously created by the same person that created gay conversion therapy, and it has very much the same roots, and we are looking for essentially compliance. I would like to know how that's changed. I genuinely would like to know, because obviously I can make a scathing video about ABA, and I probably will, because most ABA stuff out there is shit. And from what I can see, I may have blind spots. I do have blind spots. So I would like to clear my blind spots as part of that. But we didn't know come on. Yeah, it's true. I mean, isn't it interesting? I mean, isn't it genuinely fascinating? So look, what do we want to do for autistic people who need assistance and support? We work with sort of assistance, kindness, and support. If you Google ABA therapy video or something, I literally just Googled that this afternoon, and what I saw shocked me deeply. It's fractally awful at every level you look at it. So I will do a breakdown of it. I know other creators have talked about it. Obviously, it's a topic. If you look at it from that perspective, the point that it's like it's a thing to talk about and content needs to be made, I guess. There is an avenue there. I haven't talked about ABA particularly. I am aware that I did recently compare ABA to waterboarding. I hope people realise that I'm not being sort of intentionally serious there, because masking is not the same as literally drowning. It's just that if masking is like drowning, then waterboarding, ABA is like waterboarding. I mean, you know. Spoken to somebody that spends a lot of time in the sea. So, what do we want ABA for? So, I mean, please don't rush to this person. I don't want anyone sort of getting sort of harangued. I don't mean harassed. I mean sort of like people replying like en masse or whatever. But someone left me a YouTube comment, and it's a really, really long one. And basically it's that her 14-year-old autistic son has started making noises. He's started sort of clicking with his mouth, and he started, you know, making sort of groaning noises or whatever. And she sort of is considering ABA therapy for this. And honestly, teenagers, I wouldn't fucking. There's so much going on in a 14-year-old boy. Like, I mean, you know, I wouldn't make him conscious of it. He's possibly doing it to piss you off, but I don't think that's the case. But you know, even if that's not the case, why is harmless stimming a problem? So the proponent of the commenter is argued essentially, and I'm paraphrasing here because it was a big wall of random text, so you know, piecing that together is kind of time consuming. But I think the issue is like she said that she likes to watch movies, and when she's watching movies, he will interrupt her by making a noise with his mouth, and she doesn't want to watch with subtitles on because she wants to see what the actors are saying. Fair enough. I suggested she get some noise cancelling headphones for herself. But whatever. I mean, you know, not everything is black and white. We have to have a conversation about it. Helen, I think getting a migraine, everything you said right now. If that's the case, Helen, it's been lovely having you here. Please chill. Go to a dark room. Switch the lights off. Just do that thing. Because if you can head it off. I don't suffer from migraines, but I know many people that do, and migraines and meltdowns kind of follow a similar path, don't they? Like, head it off. Do you know what I mean? Yes, of course I can turn music down a bit. Yeah, of course it's okay. It's totally okay. Yeah, no problem. It just means I adjust it this end. So I turn it down for you, but then I turn it up for me. This means it doesn't affect me in the slightest, but it might make your experience a bit better. So, I think she says a parent wants to stop too, but you can't if isn't aware of it. It's kind of doing it at school, for instance. Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. And, you know, there's obviously the elephant, well, several elephants in the room. One of them is that redirecting to other stimming behaviors. There are loads of things you can do to get that kind of feedback. And I don't know anything about this boy, so it's not like I can go, hey, do this, do that. These are my suggestions. Not my job. I'm just speaking as an autistic person who spends a lot of time talking with autistic people. The problem is, I think you end up with something like that, and then you end up going into ABA therapy. And I would like to know what ABA therapy would do for that situation. How does ABA therapy work? What is the scientific basis? What is the methodology for it? What is the evidential basis for it? If you ever want you know, say for example, you have a horrible medical issue, you want evidence-based medicine. You don't want somebody to sprinkle herbs on your body and hope that fixes you. I think ABA and CBA now share common sort of roots, but the whole behaviorism thing is sorry, I muted myself. As I'm making mouth noises. I don't want to do that into the microphone. I don't want to do that. I don't want to impose that on you all. How is ABA therapy different from enforced masking? Yeah, it is, as DJ says there. And of course, stimming in public will get the attention of people. And people will go, "Ooh, you're a weirdo. Don't like you." Okay. What about, I can't believe it. I was on the boat. I was sailing on a ferry. I think it was last year, it might be the year before. And there was this lady, she must have been like mid-60s maybe. And she was wearing a long flowing dress and she was spinning around on the boat, outside. She was spinning around. And I can't say, hey, that's what it obviously is an autistic type of behavior, right? Kind of autistic coded. But she was definitely getting something out of it. It was definitely fun. It's definitely pleasurable. Sometimes stimming is literally a pleasurable thing. I hate to say this, right? It sounds so dirty. But I genuinely mean that. Like, I mean, you're a typical stim too, but obviously they've got, you know, less to deal with from a sensory perspective or from an emotional perspective, potentially. Everyone's different. Used to be able to buck up and get out. Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, but also, you know, I don't know. I mean, I would feel perceived. I would feel, why all this focus on me and some behavior I'm doing? I mean, do you really want to like make people feel really self-conscious? I don't know. That would make it worse, potentially. Like if worse is more stimming and you don't want the stimming, making someone anxious ain't going to help, right? And like, I don't know, like getting some practice, getting some sort of social skills sort of training and practice. Yeah, damn straight. I mean, the amount of content I've consumed on like business and sales and marketing kind of content, the stuff I've watched, the early Charisma on Commands are fantastic, by the way. It's a YouTube channel. I've got notebooks, or had notebooks filled on sort of observing people's behavior. You know, there's stuff to learn. I mean, you know, it can be a special interest for autistic people too. But you know, I'd be a bit worried about sending a poor kid into the arms of some traditional ABA therapist. And then again, if ABA therapy is so effective and if it actually works, right, then what's the harm? Why? And it isn't just in dog training or masking or whatever. Then why not? Why call it ABA? If ABA is the same as gay conversion therapy, where people are just sort of complying because, you know, you've got a powerful you know, adult in the room, and you're complying with them, and then that's considered a success. Why do it? If dominance and compliance is how it works. But anyway, I'm just interested. I'm just interested in the conditioning approaches and things. You know. What's the definition of works? Sure. Well, why is intensive ABA set at 40 hours a week? Like, I don't mean to be funny, but like, I'm self-employed, right? And if I ever get like a job and it's like 40 hours a week, I mean, that's a big fucking thing. That's a lot of money, you know? Like, is it 40 hours a week because therapists want it to be 40 hours a week? Therefore, they make it 40 hours a week? The girls in the autism reversal twin study were subjected to I don't know, like about 12 weeks, like months of, I think it was 20 hours a week each of ABA therapy. That's what these poor little girls were subjected to before their quote unquote autism, quote unquote million quotes, all the quotes, so many quotes that air quotes that none of you can ever have air quotes ever again in your lives. Their autism symptoms reversed after 12 weeks, 20 hours a week ABA therapy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, I genuinely don't want to do sort of like a big downer, be Big Debbie Downer on the whole ABA therapy thing. I know Caitlin Partlow. Did I say that right? Caitlin Partlow. She works with a company that does ABA therapy. Is it called Hope something or other? Blah, 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 something. This rings a bell. She works with a company that practices ABA therapy, traditional sort of ABA therapy. I'd love to know how she squares that dot. I'd love to know how that works. I don't know. I guess if you've got like multiple people with very high support needs, your traditional quote unquote profound autism, severe autism, which is the learning difficulties, things, destructive behaviors and whatever. And you've got multiple people in a house, all sharing a house with bedrooms next to each other, then you do want to do something to reduce behaviors. If I want to go and punch a wall, right? If I want to go and punch a wall, if I want to punch my fist so hard that I end up with bruised knuckles, I can go do it. Like, there's nothing. If I feel like I need to do that, I need to vent, I can. If I want to open the door and scream, it's up to me. I have the privilege. So like, but then again, if there were like multiple people all like screaming and shouting and kicking off inside a building, you would need to manage it, and it wouldn't necessarily be in the people's best interests. So is that what the ABA therapy is for? Is it? I can understand like from a management and a management perspective, training autistic people to be quiet because it's easier to look after them. Maybe. Is that it? Maybe. But if I want to go outside and scream, why do I have that privilege and other people don't have that privilege? I also live in a society where if I did something like that, I'd be all over social media. But like there's no like crime, there's no cop that's gonna like bust the door and then like point a gun at me. I'm not gonna get threatened like I would be perhaps in the United States if I did something like that. I know all of the police, FYI. So like there's no, you know what I mean? And is that not a privilege? Is that not a privilege? Is that like a massive privilege? That I'm not in mortal danger? If I were to be stimming down the street? Like, I'm saying all of this stuff to you guys out loud. It's just my thinking process. So I really want to know, and I'm not trying to do a diatribe thing here, and I genuinely understand that compared to other YouTubers, it's not just me, others as well. I know for whatever reason, God only knows. You guys will have to tell me, but God only knows why you thought. My channel is still small, from big scale, but like, holy crap, it's grown really, really fast in a really short time. Like, less than 1% of channels grow as fast as my channel has grown. So I have no idea why that is. I'm not fishing for compliments. I genuinely don't have a fucking clue. I don't know why. But I also know that I have an overbearing sense of responsibility because I'm a reasonably responsible person. I have nothing going for me, but I have that at least. And I just want to make sure that I say things as reasonably accurate as I possibly can. David, so I have a cop pull me out of a queue for a music club because I was too calm. FYI, David, I don't know the modern you, and I would like to have a chat with you at some point. What I'm trying to say is, this guy here, David Bizarro, I went to school with him, And we became friends. We had a nice little friendship group, which didn't really sort of fit in with other sort of friendship groups. But oh no, stop super chat me. Keep your money, please. You don't need to do that. But
discuss ABA and how it's attempting to move forward. People can best learn from other people's lived experiences.
Excellent. Thank you so much. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm hoping to hear from a number of ABA practitioners. Specifically, I want the bigger picture. But I would love to hear. From my perspective, saying ABA, it gets people's hackles up. And if I were doing something like that, I would want somebody else to do it. Anyway, what I was saying about my friend David there is that he is very calm. He is unusually calm. You have a sense, an aura of calmness, which I hope you have maintained. But yeah, I mean the ABA therapy thing. Okay, here's one, right? I've spent the last since I last saw David, I've spent the last more than 2 decades, 2.5 decades. I don't know, maths people. I'm genuinely very tired. But my whole adult life, working on myself, taking training courses, in all kinds of things. Sorry, I've got this flipping cat hair. Right, gone now. I have spent my whole life training myself. I love to study. I love to learn new things. I've gotten quite deep into various topics. I've done formal education, further education, all kinds of training programs. I've got countless bloody vendor tech certificate type things, and I've got all sorts of stuff, right? My point is, I'm not opposed to learning and practicing social skills and things at all. There are some people in my community that do that very thing. They actually pay for assistance in those areas and practice with a safe person. It is a service one can have. A bit like learning a foreign language. You can pay for a translator. I can pay for piano lessons. I can pay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I like to learn. I've got a lot of hobbies, and I like to do, blah, 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 blah. All my dive stuff, I've gotten. Oh my goodness me. I was in England recently. Not recently. I tell a lie. That was a year ago. Visiting marine science laboratories. Why? Because it's interesting. Okay. I was watching how they grow marine plants and the science that they're doing there. Why? Because it's an area I'm actually involved in. Am I a marine biologist? Hell no. I've got 0 biology qualification. I've got so many stories I could tell you about all kinds of areas. But like, I'm not opposed to learning about new things and learning new skills. And if I was younger, when I was at school, I would very much have appreciated some quote unquote ABA. I was getting ABA from the fucking people in school, mind. But like, I would have appreciated some training, some social skills training. It would have helped me out loads. Like, I'm happy to like learn this stuff. Like, I'm happy to like all this stuff. These are things you can learn, right? Learn how to be a diplomat. Learn this stuff. Right now, I'm lining myself up for some bloody psychology stuff. I need to learn. I'm not a counselor. I would be a really shit counselor, I think. But I need to learn some of these things. Just there are some skills from that package that I need to learn. Not for any reason other than I need to edify myself. I'm arranging time with high support needs autistic people in my spare time. Why am I doing this? Because I need to learn. I want to learn. That's what drives me. My whole life has been super interesting, and I just want to do interesting things. I'm driven by it. But why would I pay to have somebody operant condition me. Here's a piece of food, Mike. Here you go. Here's a little vegan sweet for you. Well done. Good boy. Right. Now pick up the blue pen. Oh, well done. You picked up the blue pen. Here's another sweet. Well done. And then if I don't want to pick up the pen, because who the fuck are you telling me to pick up a pen? Who the fuck are you? Oh, that's bad. No, oh, don't. Oh, no, that's naughty. Don't do that. No, pick up the red pen. Pick up the red pen. Yay. Well done, Mike. Here's another vegan sweeties. Sorry. Yeah, so I need to learn this. That's my prejudice about ABA, because an awful lot of it is that. It is that. You Google it. Please feel free. Don't listen to me. And I would like to know. But learning skills for which are for autistic people. Fuck yes. Oh yes. I would love to do ocean skills for autistic people, because autistic people learn in a different way to a typical neurotypical group. And I think that'd be great. I mean, my dive agency is doing this actually. It's fucking great. I mean, just think about that for a second. You know, there you go. That's training for autistic people in how to scuba dive and how to be safe at sea, how to swim, because autistic people do need a slightly different environment. They do benefit from a slightly different environment is what I'm trying to say. And this is great. Why not do that? That's what I'm trying to say, right? That's training for autistic people. I talked about it on a previous live stream. I actually showed some of the stuff from that on a live stream. I was blown away by it. I could find it again if you wanted. I just love that so much. And it's not like about diving particularly, because I know that's like an advanced type skill, and I know that a lot of people do not get on with it at all. That's fine. That's okay. But whatever. Crafting for with a slight autistic bent to it. Yeah, I think you know. So that's where I want to go with ABA anyway. That's what I want to understand. I want to understand why it's different to just teaching skills. In which case, why call it ABA? I haven't made content about this on my channel yet. Arguably, this is content. But I just want to be sort of reasonably balanced. And obviously, that doesn't mean that ABA therapists are evil, horrible people, because they're human beings and they presumably went into the job to help. You know what I mean? Like, presumably went into the job to help. So, and I have a really loud voice now on the internet, and it's getting louder every day. So I want to make sure that it's right and that it does right by autistic people. Even though I'm just a guy who makes internet videos, I do want it to be right for autistic people. Does all of that make sense? Because it's coming. Coming down the line. I'm not saying next Sunday's videos are going to be on ABA. I'm just saying I just want to have, I need to have this information that I do not have. It's a big black spot. And I can't make a video that says disclaimer that's a minute long and then, you know. Here's one for you. So I know some autistic people that will, I know of one that has a very inappropriate behavior in public. I can't give any more story. I'm sorry. And yes, needs redirection. Needs constant supervision. I get that. But at some point, everyone, I am going to have to tell people, okay, and just be myself, because I spend an awful lot of my time focused deeply on the traditionally what society sees as autistic people. Yeah, in my content, in my writing, and I'm not saying I'm ignoring them, whatever. But I need to be able to move on, because I'm not, and I'm not going to just, you know, miss people out or whatever, or not upload a video because it's not 100% representative. If people can't figure that out, then they should go and watch Disney or something, which is amazing, by the way. There we go. But I also feel like if somebody can do a video that's or make a piece of work that is reasonably accurate, I guess I can do that. Even if it's something I don't know a lot about. I got directed to my state's vocational rehabilitation program that has been super helpful, even leading to a complete neuropsych eval I finished yesterday. Amazing, granite state of mind. Does that mean that your mind is fixed? Fixed like a stone? I definitely wouldn't mind making a video on ABA. Do it. All of you have YouTube channels. Making videos on ABA. I just mean from my perspective, I don't know. Like I'm you know, it's gonna happen. And I think the dog's mean Nina's back, which means she might have a burger for me, which means I might be able to eat it in 2 minutes while we have an ad break. None of this is true, by the way. Like, none of this is like a guarantee. It might not happen. Probably won't happen. But if it does happen, I'll be very happy. And I won't need to have my Tuesday sandwich, which is my tradition. It will be a sandwich. It will just be in McDonald's. Other brands are available wrapping. Helen, you're still here. The research and effort you put into everything, Mike, is one of the many reasons I've stuck around and told people your channel. Thank you. Truly genuine, hardworking, and kind. That is very sweet of you. I'll give you the $5 after the chat. The narcissists. That's again, it's more conversation to have. My videos on these subjects, I feel like I'm making a rod for my own back because it requires a lot of reading. I mean, I'm a bit lazy. Give cheese and tomato sauce sandwich a go, Mike. Would that be like? Could you please? Can we have a conversation about it? As in, like, could you just like show me what a tomato sauce and cheese sandwich looks like? Is it like blocks of cheese in a sandwich, which I can do? That is fine. With tomato ketchup on white bread, say. Like, send me a picture of yours, and then I'll try and reproduce it. Okay, 1 second, everyone. We're going to go do a be right back screen because dogs.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
I'm afraid the burger hasn't happened. It's really bad news. She has actually come back with loads of shopping, so I'm sure there will be snacks in there. But it looks like it's going to be another Sandwich Tuesday. Grilled cheese sandwich, that's nice. Grilled cheese sandwich in tomato soup. Yeah, grilled cheese sandwich tomato soup, that works. Saltines and French dressing thing. I know, I really want a burger. We don't have any, like, obviously there are like takeaways and local delivery services and stuff, but there's no like Deliveroo or Uber Eats or anything like that on the Isle of Man. So, which is a good thing in a way, because it means that you don't spend the money. But like sometimes, do you know what I mean? Sometimes. My made us grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup all the time as a kid. Rainy day food. That's just amazing, rainy day food. Your mum sounds amazing. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Ritz crackers are amazing. You Ritz crackers in soup? You put the Ritz crackers in soup? I could dip them in soup. I like Ritz crackers. They're good. Ritz crackers are just made like really well. I really want some Ritz crackers now. We don't have any. The shops have them all. I don't have any here right now. Squeeze the ketchup, spraying it all over the cheddar cheese. Okay. Do you know what? Actually, legitimately, a cheese sandwich, toasted or not. Actually, no. Toasted cheese sandwich. I've just heard the air fryer go on. What's the tea fairy doing with the air fryer? She might have just turned it on to mess with me. Opinion press is a worthwhile investment. Nikki, Nina and I were looking at the presses like yesterday. We're actually... Are you like this thing where advertisers listen in on you? Because we were looking at like, we were just being like, oh, we should get like a turkey sandwich press or something. Because I need a sandwich press. I don't know why I need I don't know why I need a sandwich press, but I just feel like I need a... It's because you were talking about it. You can get paninis from the shop and then put cheese and tomato and onions and you squish it down, and then you can dip it in ketchup, is what I'm trying to say to Jansen. Then you can get your delicious grilled sandwich and then you can dip it in ketchup. That is great. I am on that. I don't know how I would feel about it being just bread, but I will try. I will try it on a live stream, maybe. Burrito shell with vegan cheese. Arugula. What's arugula? I've heard it before, but I can't remember what it is. Mushrooms and avocado is my go-to sandwich seafood now, eh? T-Fairy, please check your messages. The message where I asked for a burger. Just check your messages. Yeah. About, you know, where I'm like, please pick me up a burger. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Rocket. Oh, Rocket. Thank you. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you for translating American for me. Is it American? What? I just sent you a message that said... What's that? She's just showing me a trolley full of delicious fruit, which I don't want. I want a burger. Did you purposefully ignore my request for junk food? Nina? She purposefully, she is doing it to fuck with me. I told you. She just showed me a picture of a trolley with like apples and oranges and bananas and all of that shit in it, and I want a burger. Broccoli is banned on this channel. What are you doing? Trying to change me. Mini roast potatoes that are ready in 40 minutes. Do you know McDonald's can serve you in like 2 minutes? You don't even need to talk to them. I don't even think I can. Because you've got some, have you? Right. It's all falling apart over here. T-Ferry is trolling me. I promise you T-Ferry is trolling me. Because there is no way. She's just done a really long shift. She's just done a 12, 14-hour shift. She's worked really, really hard. And there's no way she would have gone to a supermarket and thought, I know what I'm going to do after a really long shift. I'm going to go to the supermarket. No, she's done it to piss me off. She's done it because it's Tuesday. I was just saying how you've been very, very busy. No, it's true. Something, please. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Food doesn't take 40. Food never takes. Even if I'm making like a really nice, like if I make pasta and I'm like, I'm going to go to town on this pasta and make a really nice pasta, it does not take 40 minutes. I could do it so fast. I'm going to eat my cat. Taco cat. We're gonna drop a burger. No chance. Oh, that was a bad life decision. I just haven't eaten anything. So let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about interoceptive awareness. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get anything. I just ping her because she can just swing past McDonald's. And yeah, she is trolling me. Right. I've been listening while driving. One, my ability to purchase light covers, weighted blankets, and expensive leather fidgets, and leave a dramatic job for a less paid, non-toxic job are 100% privileges, and don't feel bad about it. Personally, I don't understand this concept of what's it called? Something your privilege? Something. What do you do with what are you supposed to do with privilege? You're supposed to own it or something? I don't know. The reason I'm kind of coming out with it, and the same reason Miss Pat is as well, is because it's like, yeah, I'm going to say it because some people can't, and not being able to makes it worse. With respect to autism, and with respect to care, and with respect to levels. Check it. Check out. Oh, check your privilege. Ah, that's it. Check your privilege. Yeah. What does that actually mean? I've heard it quite a bit, but I don't actually know what it means. Because I've got an iPhone. It's not the new one. It's an older. It's you know. I've also got. Normally, I would if I wanted to upgrade my phone, I would sell the previous one, but this is all cracked to bits, and it's not worth anything. So this is my second best phone, and having a second best phone is life changing. When I went to visit Quinn, I used these two phones to film us. It's on Quinn's channel, Autistic. Yeah, I used the phones, and he used his Pixel. I think his Pixel insert number here to do the recording, the audio. If normally what we would do is we'd go to the after party probably in about 15 minutes. But what I think is probably in my best interest right now is to maintain the stream such that Nina will feel like she has to bring food in. You guys up for that? Is that okay? if we just basically bully her into feeding me, that's what I'm saying. Jens, I just checked my privilege mark. I thought it's still there. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Quinn, it's in front of Quinn's lovely. So do check your privilege often comes from someone with their own privilege perspective. Yeah. The only time I've ever thought about the whole checking privilege thing, and I don't understand what it means. It seems to be an insult, but I generally don't get it. I'm not being autistic about it, but I am saying, actually, vis-a-vis my YouTube channel and the fact that I'm privileged enough to have the tech, right? I mean, I only set this up during COVID because I had to work completely, there were lots of video meetings. Do you know something? I was working remotely before COVID, and then COVID happened, and everyone wanted to have bloody Zoom meetings all the time. So I set up, I'm like, oh, we should paint, and Nina painted the wall and blah, 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 blah. Right, that happened through COVID. And it was nice, but that's a privilege because I've got the tech in order to then do the YouTube channel the way I want to do it. And it's yes, that's privilege, but then it extends to autism specifically because the reason I don't have a support level, by the way, in my paperwork, which is very extensive. It doesn't actually have a number on it. The number is, it is a DSM coding thing. And I'm not saying DSM isn't used elsewhere around the world. It is. And if you have a number, it's fine. I'm not taking it away from you. If you have an Asperger's diagnosis, I'm not like, I mean, Asperger's no longer valid, but that doesn't mean you're no longer, do you know what I mean? You get me, right? What I'm trying to say is my privilege allowed me to dump my assessment on a credit card, and I didn't need to think about it. I just put it on a credit card. That was my privilege. I was able to skip the queue. I got bullshit from the health service, and it's fuck that. I'll go private. I had to go private because there's no other option. There's no other pathway here. It's private or nothing. And we don't even have very good psychologists, so what are you going to do? But I was pretty confident I was autistic, FYI. It was like, holy shit, this fucking fits. What the hell? And oh my god, it's really bad. Don't ever look up autism videos and autism search terms on a shared smart TV. Hey, you. Oh, Smoothie, amazing. Thank you so much. Invisible hand of tea. You have to come this way a bit more. There's the camera there. There we go. Great. Don't spill it. Nice. Thanks. Mine now. This is available in the merch store. You were asking for the link earlier. If you click my channel name, it's all there. I think I can possibly even bring this product in. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. I'm so bad at this. Sorry? YouTube is complaining to me that I'm actually streaming at too high a quality right now. Aha. Okay. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Genuine. It's made a smoothie very badly. Let's not mention it. I'm not I can't. It's awful. Really, really vile. It's like unripe fruit, just blended. I'm not an ungrateful person. It's not hot chocolate, no. Oh my god, it's not hot chocolate. Unfortunately, the Hydrate merch does not make the drink taste better. I've never turned down a smoothie before, I don't think, in my life. I would love to know what she's blended. Probably something... I don't know what it is. It's fruit ketchup is what she's given me, without sugar. Right, I'm going to quickly talk about the privilege thing again. What I'm trying to say is I have the ability to affect my environment. And McPlan McShake. Oh, there's no vegan shake, sadly, which is frustrating because I used to like the shakes. But anyway, the point is, like with respect to autism, look, I don't have a level. I think I'm level 4, but I'm not sure. That level 3, like Dark Souls boss was very hard to take down, but I did it, and I think I'm level 4. I've challenged Autism Speaks to a duel. I mean, I even did the blood curse thing, and it's all good. I must be 4, or level 4 or level 5. I'm getting the extra spells now. But you see, the only reason is because I have that privilege, and a lot of this is born of the fact that the work that I have done and the interests that I've had have networked me reasonably well. It's done quite well for me. Being autistic and following my special interests has worked out in that respect. Failing that, I would be a problem for society to solve. I love that line from Pierre Novelli. I'm stealing it because it's true. Level 5 and your eyes glow in the dark. I'm level 4 then. I'm level 4. Damn it. I knew I couldn't take them on. Puzzle piece was too blue for me. I'm level 2 but ADHD and right now I'm in burnout. Yeah, I'm sorry. It sucks, and I understand entirely, and a really horrible burnout is what sent me on this crusade. It spawned a YouTube channel. I get it. Yeah, it was like half a year for me ish. It's really difficult. And I think what I would like to say to people who have level 2 and level 3 written on their diagnostic paperwork is, can you conceive of a different, this is a bit dreamland, but a different environment whereby you would have less of those struggles? I'm not saying if you're not able to put your socks on and have someone do it for you, you should at least make the effort to put a sock on. One day and then the next day put 2 socks on, etc., etc. I'm making it very simple here. But there is an environment whereby you wouldn't be level 3 or level 2. Just saying. And obviously, I know it's wishful thinking. I know it's like, if I won the lottery, then I wouldn't have to, which means I could do. I get that, I do. I'm not saying it's like, but I'm saying it's true, right? If somebody handed you a lottery win and customized stuff for you, it'd be different, right? Like the wheelchair thing. Like I bought something once. Was it me or Nina? I can't remember. We bought something once, and we went to meet someone who had he had no legs, but he was a rally driver. He had no legs, but he was a rally driver. We met him, right? And he was driving this adapted rally car, like a big Subaru Impreza, but like a Subaru Impreza with hand controls. And he got out of the car, and he got into his wheelchair, and then he was like, "Oh, that's right. We bought an electric wheelchair from him for my parents. He was selling an electric wheelchair, a really fast one." And what just blew me away was like how he pulled up to meet us. Obviously, the electric wheelchair was very heavy and required it was very difficult to move. But like he can do everything. Like he's not being disabled driving his rally car without any legs. But if he didn't have any of those accommodations, then he would be stuck in a bed being cared for from a pillow. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if anyone is with me or not. I'm just talking to myself right now, I think. I think everyone's still stuck on the levels thing. But like, Ray Peterson, I suspect there's a certain amount of sarcasm in this level of conversation. No. I'm being very serious. You can assume something from me. I'll do you a promise. The promise is this. My YouTube videos will be thought out. There. That's it. I think you're already. I was thinking you look very tired. I am. I'm tired, and I'm running quite hot at the minute. I'm very, very anxious. I'm actually super anxious, and there's a lot going on in my life that would make this the most stoic of neurotypicals very anxious. Yeah. However, I'm hoping this isn't, it's not my life now. I'm not stuck in this rut. It'll change. This is the year, actually. I'm hoping. So sorry, I never understood why so many people get so upset if you don't fit in their mental box image of you. They do get a bit annoyed if you are not the way they think, or you present, or you act differently. It's like, you're not allowed to do that. I'll give you one. Trying to telekinesis is a plant. You can plant it away. You need level 10 autism for that. What I'm going to... I think you're describing the fight with the ADHD in the US. I get you, my brother friend is disabled and he drives around his van. His van was adapted. He had no use of his legs, so missing his low person. Oh. The rally guy, I had never seen like up close, because like we pulled the cars side by side because obviously we had to get this heavy electric wheelchair out of his boot and into our boot, right? We pulled right next to each other. And he just sort of swung around, and I'm sorry. Look, is this ableism? Is it what? But it's just a heuristic, isn't it? You just expect somebody to have legs, and then he had no legs, and it's like, oh wow, You're driving, and he's like, yeah, he's a rally car driver with no legs. And his car was completely adapted. It's manual as well. Manual car. I think the Americans, you'd say it's a stick. He's driving stick. I think you say driving stick. But like it's a manual car. Most cars in the UK are manual. Like it's not, most cars do have a manual. It's not like a big shock. Oh, it's a manual car. It's a manual car driven by somebody with no legs, which means the clutch is a manual control, but also the steering wheel is manual control. You need 4 inputs to drive a car that's manual, right? You actually do. You need 4. And he only had 2, but there were like rods touching like the pedals to come up. Like he had all of like the knobs and shit on the dashboard. What a quote unquote privilege. Is it a privilege to be disabled? No. Is it a privilege to have, for whatever reason, near as damn it, you are on a level playing field with any other racing car or rally car driver? Yeah, that is a privilege. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Going back to David's thing earlier, I'm only glancing the messages, by the way. It's not like I saw his message and I'm answering it. I'm just saying, I'm playing with things on my desk. I'm playing with these pens right now. What I'm trying to say is, you're acting more autistic lately as well is another interesting one. We'll talk about it another time. I'll definitely make a video about it. The reason definitely make a video about it is because I think it's an instant relate for a lot of people. I was reading, I do read Am I the Asshole on Reddit or Am I Being Unreasonable as well. They're actually really good places to get autism content from. And holy shit, there's some interesting stuff there. There is some interesting stuff. There really is. It's there are a lot of threads about people behaving more autistically, or you know what they believe is what more autistically. And yes, I get it. Sometimes it is following consumption of neurodivergent media on the internet. In other words, you're watching TikTok and you're acting like a baby. But it's really interesting to read the threads. They're really, really fascinating threads. I think you need to have BBC Radio 4 to have quote unquote privilege. Yeah. When you say check your privilege to a Brit, like it doesn't really make sense because like privilege means old money here. Like privilege doesn't even mean like I'm going to pick on Elon Musk. Like privilege doesn't mean him. Privilege doesn't mean like Alan Sugar or whatever. Privilege is like fucking Lord, insert name here, landed gentry. Privilege is driving a Land Rover with fucking champagne and 2 shotguns in the back and a picnic blanket. That's privilege. That's what that means, right? Over here. Privilege is like, here's a funny one. If you go hunting in the UK, or even the Isle of Man, if you're a hunter, then you are essentially privileged. You wear very dirty looking clothes that cost thousands of pounds. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you hunt in the US, I think that's more of just an everyday thing. Is that not? Is it not? In certain places? It's not. If you hunt in the British Isles, you are privileged. I'm not saying it from a privileged perspective. I just mean from the word. That's what the word means. Rosh Finchen, thank you for being here. Masking is harder as you get older. My neurologist says it's very common also. Hey, do you know something? Is it harder or do you give less of a shit? You could say old white male NT. Yeah, I could do. That's probably right. I don't tend to think. Yeah, because old white male NT. Yes. Jacob Rees-Mogg privilege. Exactly. Yeah, the Victorian dildo. The man with the nanny. I'm not saying nanny's a bad thing. It's like, it's just grosses me out when he talks about nannies. And his multitude of offspring. I'm sure he puts it on, by the way. Those airs and graces, the ho ho ho. That's French, isn't it? That's not what I mean. I'm not trying to do. I'm just. My brain is not allowing me to do the accent. Hunting in the US is probably in more rural areas, and in my experience, underprivileged areas. Interesting, interesting. In the US, people put food on the table. Yeah, that's what they do in the UK as well. They hunt pheasants and they hunt deer and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's all, you know, wild pigs sometimes in some places. It's a shame, really, we don't... I think we've introduced beavers recently. I think beavers have been introduced into the UK, and they'll help stop soil erosion by stopping the... unfortunately, because the ground is just grazed to hell. You know, we do need to... I say this as a vegan. We do need to control the deer, but that's because humans made that problem. But I'm not even talking about that. It's not an ecology thing. It's purely a privilege thing. You don't have a couple of people that you know that go and shoot deer or whatever. It's a privilege thing. They spend a lot of money. They do like grouse hunting. They import birds to shoot. They import They import exotic animals and shoot them. Yeah, interesting. You get a day off school when deer season started? Interesting. Mark got a picture of Margaret Thatcher on the sideboard of his house. The only picture of Thatcher I have is on the Chumbawamba's in memoriam. I didn't realise he was on that. I'm trying to agree, but I do know it's hobby hunting, pay price pound for elk. It's not seeming like saving money. I think it's like a hobby, right? People. I once heard about a pheasant hunting lord on TV, and due to not so good English on my side, understood peasant hunting and got very concerned. Yes, exactly. I saw the word American, Ashley, on my screen as I was talking, and then that word inserted itself into my verbiage. No, they imported exotic animals, not exotic Americans. But checking privilege, I think, is an interesting concept, and I think it applies to my content. But not in the way people think it does. People think it means shut up, stop talking over people. That's what they think it means. But actually what it means is, hang on, I speak a lot. I'm well practiced in it. But actually, would I be so different if I was sharing the same... Would I be so different if I were in one of these horrible, horrible psychiatric hospitals in the UK? I would struggle more than a neurotypical would, that's for sure. Yeah. It's pretty scary. More for Jimmy to have a buckhead on the wall than it is for food. Interesting. We have hunting allowed 100 feet from Walker Trails town. But the interesting about the Isle of Man is this hunting here, right? And it's a tiny little island. Yeah. No, you wouldn't be okay. No, I would not be okay. I'm not built for that. I am not built for that environment. I would rather be in prison. Like a de facto prison. I would, you know. How does an autistic person get out of an environment like that? You just, you know, it's a whole, it requires a whole load of professionals on your side and tons of time and tons of reports and court orders and oh man. Would somebody that's escaped a psychiatric institution locked up against their will, I'm talking in England right now where there's about 2,000 people locked up against their will, and we're not necessarily talking sectioned under the Mental Health Act here either. We're talking about people sometimes have taken themselves in because they were in crisis. Okay. Oh, bad move. I'm not trying to put anyone off, by the way, but would it be privileged to escape that system because you have people on the outside advocating for you so fiercely, and the resources to go legal and take it to court and have a high court judge order you released from such an institution? Is that privilege? I think it is. But it's not the same as the toffs with their hunting caps, shotguns, and deer heads. So yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting conversation, this whole privilege thing. I'm sharing all this with you because this is what I'm being exposed to on YouTube and stuff now, and people do DM me, and sometimes they're not very nice, and you know, a lot of the time people try and be nice. So they actually, I've been called high functioning probably about 100 times in the last week alone online, and it's like, how many times do we have to say it? My God, I am high functioning. What? What? Take care, Juju. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your support and for watching my videos. I appreciate it a lot. I do. Clearly you are high functioning, but you're not as fucked up as them over there, or my little nephew Jimmy, who's 5 years old. I swear, these bloody autistic nephews, they never grow up, do they? Is there one autistic nephew that's kept in a fucking box and he's handed around to all of the different fucking people to complain about? That is literally how it feels. Because it's like, oh, okay. So you don't have any female autistic people in your family that are over the age of 30, or... No? No one like that? No? Okay, then. You don't have any... You know what I mean? They're not like that. I can't imagine, like... I know female content creators get an interesting kind of, you know, angle thrown at them as well, and that's partly because of the whole autism thing. Look, a computer guy, it's not really like, you know, if I came out here and said, I like to go and watch trains, which I don't. I think they're boring, but I know people will find them interesting. It's like, if I would like to ride the steam train, I haven't done it yet, but at some point, blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm not that bothered by trains. They don't really interest me. Most of our memories of trains are trying to not sit on the seats that are covered in somebody else's sweat and Burger King remnants. Although that would be quite nice right now. A fresh one, not a day old one. Beer. Piss. Ugh. Would you like a seat, mate? No, thank you very much. That's very kind of you, but I think I'll stand. I don't want to sit on that. Or middle class fell into a ditch. What's that about? Is that about the privilege thing or the functioning thing? Hobbits like to be alone. You make it sound glamorous. Paul, south, it's called Southwest trains, but actually it's Southeast trains, but whatever. Yeah, their carriages are disgusting. Commuting into London, it's disgusting. What? The number of times I've tried to open the windows on the trains, because you can sometimes, you can actually break a window open just like a few millimeters and then put your head in a position where the air is rushing onto your face. You can do that. And to think that autistic children get locked up in, or at least in this London school, for 3 years, they would routinely lock kids in these padded cells with no ventilation. Padded cells not much bigger than this, actually. Yeah, sitting in their own urine and vomit. We got a way to go. And I never, by the way, started my channel as a social justice movement. I thought I'd mention that, everybody. It's not part of the part. It's not part of a mission or anything. It's a guy making videos on the internet who's made some really lovely friends along the way. That's what's happened. Not social justice movement. But what can you do when you see stuff like that? You have to say something. It started as a guy trying to make sense of his own autistic identity, actually. That's what it started off as. I've got geese socks upstairs, which I haven't tried yet. Sorry, I'm reading the comments, and when I've got my glasses on, it's really small print. I've got contact lenses, and they give me perfect vision. They give me 20/20 vision, which is amazing because I was the kid that couldn't see the board in class. I couldn't see the board. I didn't realize other people could see it. It was just me for like 2 years. I didn't realize I couldn't see the board, and I was forced to sit at the front, which was horrible. God, I hated school until the last couple of years. Which was lovely actually. But the first 3 years were shit. Mike, can you see this? ... These are single pixels on my screen, by the way. How do they make geese socks? Designed like a geese rather than an actual goose, because geese are cool, guys. Geese are cool. Geese have got the best attitudes. I've watched geese chase off angry dogs and things. They're just amazing. A goose could take. I reckon a goose could take Eileen Lamb in a fight. Oh no, Saber, don't do that. I've got my chat back now. Cobra chickens, we call them cobra chickens. Nina! Oh, she can't hear me. Sorry. Cobra chickens. I was forced to sit at the back because I was tall in elementary school. I couldn't see the board. I got teased enough already without glasses. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley. If it's any consolation, I don't know if the back's better than the front. To be fair, when I sat at the front, I could then see the board. I got admonished by the teachers. One in particular hated the idea that I just couldn't see the board and thought I was so thick because I just never mentioned it. But genuinely, I thought no one else could see it either. I mean, how do you know what short-sightedness is? How do you know? Like, by the way, FYI, this is going back in time. So anyone who's younger than me, you might not relate, but anyone who's older than me, like, do you know what I mean? Like, how would you know? Hey, Sabes, how would you know there's, I have played Untitled Goose Game. Is it co-op now as well? Has Untitled Goose Game added co-op? How? 2 geese. I have Untitled Goose Game. I need to stream it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, no. I naturally sit at the back. I used to sit at the back of all my classes. I naturally want to be back. Interestingly, you guys are going to get school stories. But interestingly, my friend David Pizarro here in the chat, David in the chat, he's a front table sitter. He's think of Hermione Granger, but as a dude. You've got a reasonably good idea. David, have you figured out that you're not supposed to argue with the teachers? I don't know if you're still on here, by the way. But David would argue with the teachers constantly. And more often than not be correct. And the irony is you just don't... David, you're here. So yeah, you remember arguing with the teachers, don't you? You would often argue with the teachers. Even getting to the point of groans from people. I remember it quite clearly, so it definitely happened. So don't challenge my memory. But yeah, like you just can't like challenge people. I spent so much time accidentally pissing people off in work and work environments, accidentally saying the thing that you're not supposed to say. You're supposed to get people to figure it out on their own and then let them take credit. You're not supposed to actually say it and let your boss or team lead actually like go, oh, that's not right, because yeah, you don't do that. I thought I was having... Are you actually being serious, David? I didn't really thought I was arguing. Yeah, 100%. If you're in touch with anyone else from school, they'll agree with me. It was quite common because they didn't want a conversation. That A levels is sort of different, really, later on. But like, yeah, sometimes it wasn't a conversation. It was you actually pointing something out. It wasn't received well, and it was funny. I mean, everyone enjoyed it, but. There you go. Start a YouTube channel. Someone from school will find you. But like, I Anyway, thank you, David, for just giving me the talking point there, because yeah, you just don't do that in life. I've only really figured that out in the last few years. You definitely don't point out mistakes people have made in public. Yes. Although people do it to me all the time. What the hell? Oh, cranberries, right. It's cranberries. It's blended cranberries. Do I? Oh, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. What? I know it's not McDonald's. I think I'm going to have to make a sandwich. It's not going to be cheese and ketchup. It's just going to be a cheese sandwich. It might have some red onion in it and some mayo. I can smell food from the kitchen, and it's do you know what it smells like? It smells like burnt kale. Fuck my life. Oh, everyone. This is Jasper. Oh, look at him. He's cold and slightly wet, and he smells of just like fresh outdoor smell. He smells of he's the biggest cat we have. He's bigger than Hydra. He's a big, beautiful tab cat. He's so gentle. The only problem is he interrupts my sleep because he is just fierce with the biscuits, you know. Saber's now getting jealous, FYI, if you want to watch the screen. If you look at this monitor right now, look at your screen. You'll see Saber is now moving around because Saber is now jealous because Jasper is in his seat. Who said cats aren't autistic? Let me move out of the way so you can see. This is the drum. This is Saber's seat, so I have to... No, I don't do that. There. See? I can't give Jasper any attention because Saber is like, no, it's mine. And he was in Saber's seat. That noise that sounds like a fart isn't a fart. It's just my chair being a bit creaky. It's a very old chair. Okay, this is where Saber lives. And Jasper is just going to have to just sit here like this because... he's got orders to make. Yeah. Oh, it's like he's behind and he's like busy and he's got so many orders and he's got to make all of the dough and it has to be on my face or on my... And sometimes it's lovely. I love it if he sleeps on my chest. It's so nice. He weighs about... I don't know. I haven't weighed him in ages. He's heavy, all right? He's... Hang on. I'm going to say about 7 kilos. Maybe 7 or 8 kilos. He's heavy. He's big. He's massively set. He's huge. You can't see it on the screen easily because it's wide angle, but he's big. He's a big boy, and he's not fat. He's just huge. He's just been built with extra Lego bricks. I don't know what it is in American Freedom Eagle units. Someone will translate for you. My rule was no cats above my waist until I wake up in the morning. I'm sort of the opposite. I just grab them and cuddle them, and I look like this jumper. It's pretty cool. What I don't like is when they get like a bit overactive, and sometimes he dribbles. If he gets really, really happy, he dribbles, and it's not nice. And obviously, yeah. So I don't want Jasper to be that happy. I want him to be mid. Just existing. Maybe even a touch melancholy. That's perfect. That's a nice Jasper. You can call him Jasper.
Miss Pat Van Driver Lady Super Chatted $1.99. Thanks for many thoughts / laughs ! Hang in the heart.
Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. I just gave you the heart on your message. I try and do it on all super chats if I've missed anyone. I'm sorry. Thank you very, very much. That's very, very super, super, super kind of you. I got Jasper on my face. Hang on. I'm gonna check something. Am I gonna check something? Oh, cool. It's like 16 subs to 24k. I've stopped kind of like thinking about milestones on YouTube now. But Autism Speaks has got like 40,000 subscribers, and I'd love to get my channel bigger than that. This is like, then I can die. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not body shaming him. I'm just like, he's just big, you know? He's just massive. You know, I'm just trying to tell you what he looks like. I'm just being descriptive. I will get the super. I know it's a super chat. It's really funny, isn't it? Hang on. I will get the merch store link. I am very sorry for being tardy with it. Hang on. It's not just some searching spreadsheet. That's not going to find it. Oh, it did. Okay. 1 second, everybody. 1 second, everybody, please. I'll get you the link. Oh, my name and passwords are not right. Okay, hang on. I'll find it from my YouTube channel. Hang on. Right, if you hear my voice again, don't worry about it. Hang on. You got all scared. Oh. There we go. If you go onto my profile, you can click store and then you can click the mugs or whatever. Oh, I'll tell you what I do have that's really, really cool. Can I show you? It's a hydrate. It's a hydrator hat. Oh, I found the stickers. I found the stickers. Hang on. Okay, right. Let me put the spreadsheet. It's the link in there. This is the merch store. It ships directly to you. I do earn a small commission on the products. They are super high quality, by the way. I haven't taken care of anything and it's all fine. My Hydrate water bottle is a little bit, is mildly dented. But that's because I don't really look after it that well. Okay, cool. Right, the merch store is pinned. So click, have a look at the merch. It's really cool. There's some nice stuff in there. Some of the designs, well, the Hydrate design basically is very good. It even has stickers. But the good news is, this is not on the merch store, but I have found, I'm very sorry, I've got some messy areas of the house, like doom piles and things. In one such doom pile, I found the really nice metallic holographic Hydrate stickers, which some of you have. TJ has one in his water bottle. Others have them as well. And they look really, really cool. And you can't buy them on the merch store. Only I have them. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll put them on Patreon and then you can kind of like buy them. Only because the postage, I have spent like, I shit you not, since starting this channel, hundreds of dollars on postage and shit. Like, if I'd spent like $1,000 by now, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it is very expensive to post shit everywhere. Scott R. I never got any stickers. Did I send you one? I can't remember. Did you get a badge? I think it was a badge. I've got one, says Wendy. Wendy does. Wendy has one. They're really cool. I have them upstairs. I can go and get one. But they are. Indeed, it was a badge. It wasn't a sticker. Yeah, the stickers are like, they need to go out. Like people need stickers in their lives. What I might do is set up like some nominal kind of postage fee or something, and then stick it on Patreon, and then you can basically buy them, which basically means you pay for postage. Please don't post shit everywhere, Mike. It's a violation of the Postal Services Act. My God, a fringe magnet. I'm pretty sure though you can find one in the store somewhere. There isn't one on the page. I didn't sort of build one. I'm pretty sure you can make one. You can kind of like go, oh, I'd want that, even though it's not there. You can kind of do that somehow. But the sticker's really cool. I don't even have a sticker to show you right now, but it's this design. But it's beautiful. It's holographic and gorgeous. There are also stickers in the shop, but I'm not shitting on the shop stickers. They are nice. They are just like, the shop stickers are quite large and they're that, which is really cool. But the holographic ones, oh my God. They're something else. I had them specially made when I started the channel. Not when I started the channel, when I started the Patreon. I would love you to all have one. Like, I'm not trying to like sell shit to people, but I'm just like, please, like, I'd love you to all have one, but yeah, I can just imagine the bill. Joining the Discord is very easy. You have to log into Patreon with a web browser, and then you click your Patreon settings, which is at the bottom left of the page. When you click that, you will then see the option to accept an invite. If you support other creators, you will see all of the various connections to the different Discords or whatnot, whatever it happens to be there. Rubbing my nose. There is a fridge magnet shop. Amazing. There's even a dog bandana, by the way, which is pretty cool. The hydrate stickers are showing up for me as £2.79. They are very nice. I just think the holographic ones are better, but you can't. I'm not trying to do an Eric Cartman and be like, only I have this massive, well, it's not a massive pile. I only printed a small run of them, but they are very nice. Yeah, it's a cat-themed dog bandana. It is. But yeah, they're all very, very good. If you get a mug, the mugs are amazing. They genuinely are really, really nice. The black one is really nice, and the white one is really, really nice with the yellow accents. Have a think about whether or not you're left or right-handed when you order. That's what I'm trying to say, because we have both. It depends if you want to see Hydra when you're drinking or not, or if you want it to be on this side. Right, yeah. You can go to here as well. This also works. When they say raining cats and dogs, do you see an image? Yes, I see raining cats and dogs. Defo. But then again, I think I can conjure up a picture of a cat or a dog much more easily than an apple, say. I have cross-dominant hands. That's interesting, Johnson. That's really good. I have to write with my right hand. Shall we... Let me look here. Oh, Jen's made a video about limerence. I'm reading comments. This is me reading. This is what I look like when I'm reading comments. I go like this. Can I please borrow one of your cats? I don't care that I'm allergic. I just need to cry. Oh my God. You could have a cat plushie, but I don't. All gone. I had a family of cat plushies. Everyone has them now. They're all out. Who's made a video about limerence? Jen. I just clicked my YouTube to get the store link, and I saw Jen has just recently uploaded. This is neurodivergent. She's made a video about limerence, which I think is actually a really cool topic and very relevant to autistic folks or neurodivergent. I guess you know. Do I want to say neurodivergent folks? Do I want to say that? Maybe, because neurodivergent is a big umbrella. Neurotypical is not a big umbrella. Neurodivergent is a big umbrella. And I like the idea of the biodiversity metaphor, you know, for neurodiversity. That works well in my mind because biodiversity makes sense to me. Hello, Jasper. Jasper there. Hydra is just there. Can you see Hydra, by the way? Can you see Hydra just there? Can you see? Is it working on the camera? Yeah, there you go. That's Hydra. Hydra, Jasper, plush cat, Jasper, Hydra, Jasper, plush cat, Jasper, Hydra. I would love to do a stream till 24K. Unfortunately, I also have to eat. I could make both happen. Anyone else a Minecraft fan? Are you on the Minecraft server, Akon? Do we have a Minecraft server? Details on autisticafter40.com. It's beautiful. It's a Minecraft world, Minecraft Earth type of thing. Jasper looks much bigger than Hydra. He is kind of, yeah. I mean, Hydra's kind of made herself small. The Hydra is currently just loafing there. But that is the biggest cat. He is the biggest. He is very large. Look, you guys know how big a piano is, right? 88 keys, standard size. Right, there you go. That's him. See? So he's half a piano. If he stretches out a bit. Does that sort of make sense? Is that like, I can't hold up like a 50p piece or something. Like, look at my cat. Look, there's two of them here now. We have Saber and Hydra. I don't know. Shall we do it? Shall we have a look and see how far it is to go? We could, you know. We could do it. Maybe not. I have to eat. One need a banana for cat size comparisons. True, but bananas come in different sizes. One could say he's a piano mountain and next to him is a piano valley. Are we Moomin referencing? Natalie, take care. Thanks for being here. Do you know what? My plan was, by the way, actually on this stream, like my legit plan was to play some Minecraft and show you the Minecraft server. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's creative. It's a creative server and it's beautiful. Saber bite the mic. He might. Saber can bite. Anna will bite the mic. She likes to bite it. I found a shop online, a supplier which can sell new windscreens. These things, because Anna likes to eat it. So I'd ultimately need to then buy another one without, you know, it's quite an expensive microphone. So yeah, it's nice to know that I can replace the bit that Anna likes to chew. And I do try and move her on to chew other things, but still. We need to kill two birds with one stone. I always think about somebody lobbing a stone and twatting a couple of blackbirds. It's not a very nice idea. You could have made pancakes. Actually, Wendy, I actually can make pancakes. I believe there is a day-old pancake mix in the fridge. If Nina hasn't frustrated me with her health food shtick that she's got going on at the moment. Because you can be vegan and unhealthy, you see. I would like a large McDonald's fries and an apple pie. It can be done. Packet of Oreos, that sort of thing. Pringles, you know. Hot Doritos with hummus. Yeah. You don't need to, it's not necessarily a healthy thing. Cheese on sour pancakes? Oh, I'm not even sure about that. Feed gangs to goals, leaving no turn unstoned. Oh, turns are pretty aggressive, by the way. Anyone ever been hit by a turn before? I saw a poor Japanese, I think a tourist, I don't know, on the beach, and he was being attacked by terns, and I was sort of shouting to him, "Come this way, come this way." I think he didn't understand, and he just kept walking around where the terns were nesting, and they were dive bombing his head. And when he eventually got off the beach, his face was bloody because the terns are just dive bombing him. And I don't know what bit of the tern they use to hit. I don't know if they're like darts with the beak being the pointy bit, or if they like scratch you with the legs. I don't know what it is, but terns dive bomb during nesting season. Yeah, don't fuck with terns. They go all out. This bald Japanese guy, he's I feel so sorry for him. But he was attacked by the terns. I'm like, come this way. And he was sort of doing almost like a figure of 8 on the beach. I'm like, no, the beach. There are signs, but then again, they're in English. What there needs to be is a picture of somebody having been attacked by terns on signposts and be like, don't go over there. I was attacked by a duck when I was a kid. Aww. We have a couple of ducks, by the way. We have 2 new double ducks. cheddar and ketchup sandwiches. I might have to make a cheddar sandwich. Sans ketchup. I might put a tiny bit of ketchup on a plate and dip it and see what happens. Yeah, vegan, be organic. You can do keto vegan as well. But yeah, all I'm saying is Nina seems to be eating whole foods, and I want to eat processed things with salt and sugar. Right, what I think I'm going to do is eat something during the after party. So what I do is, for patrons we have sort of exclusive member streams, and that's kind of nice, by the way, because we have a smaller group, and it sort of has the similar sort of vibes to my old streams, because sometimes streams can be really, really busy. Sometimes streams can be really, really busy. It sort of depends on the day, I guess, or the topic. There have been times when the streams chat has been really, really fast, and it's difficult to keep up. So we have exclusive streams for members. We're going to do that in a minute. I'm going to stretch my legs and eat something, and we'll play a couple of rounds of games. And we'll do that. Thank you all for being here. I was kind of tempted to do like a stream till 24K. No, that's silly. I shouldn't do that. I'll see you all. I'll see you all. I'll see you all soon. On this thing. Bye. Only joking. Let's stream till 24K. That would be fun. Okay, bye. No, we could do some after party. Much better. Sorry, I have to eat. I haven't eaten today, so I need to eat something. Bye, everyone. We're gonna get some dinner. Yeah, Red Jen, you and me both. Let's eat something. No, it's okay. It's not an interoception issue. It's not Alexa's rhyming. I'm hungry right now. Although I don't eat if I'm like busy working on something. The time just goes. Bye for now. I'll see some of you in a minute on Discord. We'll gather on the members Discord and chat there. And I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Dum 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 dum. Anyway, yeah. So for those of you that missed it earlier, this is my t-shirt. Look, they're cool. Look, cats.